A very good evening to you. You are watching Prime TV News. Let's take a look at the headlines first. The Premier emphasizes the need of collaboration for global development. Arrangements are being finalized to hold Enterprise Sri Lanka exhibition. A committee for delimitation of provincial councils will be presided by the Prime Minister. Suspects who ill-treated elephant colonel arrested and released on bail. And in headlines overseas, jams in Delhi after heavy rains. And now we move on to the news in detail. A meeting between President Maithripala Sirisena and secretaries to the ministries was held at the Presidential Secretariat. During this meeting, the President emphasized that ministry secretaries have to play a vital role in making the development process of the government effective. The progress of the development programs implemented at ministerial level was reviewed in this meeting. It was also discussed regarding the programs implemented to present new proposals to promote the government's revenue, creation of new paths to receive income, the contribution to the national economy, and the expenditure management of state institutions. Furthermore, steps had been taken to appoint an additional secretary for each ministry to evaluate and implement the bilateral agreements entered into during the official visits of the President to foreign countries, and during this meeting, the progress of those tasks were also reviewed. The President pointed out the need to maintain a systematic way of public relations and emphasized on the importance of giving prominence for the grievances and requests of the people. He said that it is mandatory that on Wednesdays, the secretaries of all the ministries should be in their offices to meet the public. Moreover, President stressed the importance of every ministry to maintain a website and constantly interrelate the information regarding the official duties of the ministry and the development plans launched. The contribution made by the ministries on the most prominent projects of the government, namely Grama Shakti Gamperaliya, Enterprise Sri Lanka, National Food Production Program, National Tree Planting Program were also finalized. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe states that the world community can benefit a lot through collaboration than competition. He added that the golden opportunity to create a better world replete with affluence and equality should not be dropped. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was speaking at the inaugural session of the Indian Ocean Conference, which was held at Hanoi in Vietnam. 280 delegates representing 48 countries were present at the parley, elaborating on trade that goes back to few centuries in the history of the Indian Ocean. The Prime Minister highlighted that differences based on races and cultures did not matter in trade those times. The Premier also said that there were a range of evidence about the free trade based on naval means in the region. He emphasized that it is compulsory to create a better future while securing the traditional heritage of trade in the Indian Ocean. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe called on Deputy Assistant Secretary of the U.S. State Department, Alice Wells. The meeting took place at the Sheraton Hotel of Hanoi. The American diplomat pointed out that the Indian Ocean Conference is an initiative that paves the way to reap an array of advantages for the region. The Premier exchanged views with the U.S. diplomat over the latest trends in economic, political and social fronts that affect the region and the globe. Foreign Minister of Singapore, Vivian Balakrishnan, also met Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe at Hanoi. The Singaporean Foreign Minister highlighted that though some elements are trying to demonize things, the general public needs job opportunities and a better life. The Singaporean minister highlighted that his government is always committed to ensure the best for the people. He also pointed out that Singapore learned many lessons from Sri Lanka in the past.
Peace and stability in the Indian Ocean region is our mutual interest. This region has enormous economic potential and is the lifeline of global trade. Given its geostrategic and geoeconomic significance, The region is constantly being defined and redefined along sub-regional, pan-regional and super-regional lines. The concept of the Indo-Pacific is a case in point that Sri Lanka's location can impact on the security, not only of the Indian Ocean, but also other areas such as Southeast Asia, Middle East and even the Pacific. Sri Lanka's initiative on freedom of navigation in Indian Ocean is primarily aimed at maintaining a rules-based order. Our aim is not to draft a new code, but to initiate a process. Our purpose is to create a platform for dialogue where Indian Ocean littoral states and major maritime users are able to convene and discuss issues of mutual interest and concern.
The Premier and the Singaporean Minister discussed about how social media and traditional media are being used to propagate gossip and irrelevant content worldwide. Minister Sagara Ratnayaka, Secretary to the Prime Minister Samana Ekanayaka were also part of the Sri Lankan delegation. Arrangements are being finalised to hold the Enterprise Sri Lanka National Exhibition in Monaragala. The exhibition will commence tomorrow under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe with blessings and guidance of the President. The Enterprise Sri Lanka National Exhibition aims to empower entrepreneurs with the target of making Sri Lanka a vibrant nation in 2025. The exhibition is titled Reconciliation, Democracy and Development. Enterprise Sri Lanka program provides concessionary loans to promising entrepreneurs to embark on their business ventures. Ministers Mangala Samarweera, Ranjit Madhuma Bandara and Deputy Minister Lasantha Alageyawanna engaged in an inspection tour at the site where the exhibition is to be held. The exhibition features 12 zones and 515 stalls. It will run till the 31st of this month. Exhibitors representing the public and private sectors will take part at the event. A large-scale education zone will also be featured. During the exhibition, the youth will be educated about the Enterprise Sri Lanka loan scheme. The promising entrepreneurs can get registered at the Enterprise Sri Lanka database that will be maintained at the site. The qualified applicants can request for business loans from the public and private banks at the site itself. Short-term certificate courses will also be conducted during the period. Trifosas will run special zones in the event. The public will be educated about the electric trishaws that have been manufactured to meet green technologies. Personal development sessions will also be held. Measures have been taken to bring live broadcast from the exhibition site. Several web journalists will also run exhibition stalls. The Presidential Task Force will educate the people about organic fertilizer and measures that should be taken to control spread of kidney diseases. Anti-drug campaigns will also be run in line with the exhibition. The Enterprise Sri Lanka exhibition includes a range of entertainment components, including live band shows. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya has appointed a 5-member committee to review the Delimitation Act pertaining to the provincial councils. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe will chair the body. The committee has been appointed in line with the number 17 Provincial Council Elections Amendment Act of 2017. R.M.L. Ratnayaka, Periyasamy Muthulingam, Professor Balasundaram Pillai and Dr. A.S.M. Naufal will be the members of the committee in addition to the Premier. No parliamentarian cast their vote in favour of the Act when the bill was tabled in Parliament recently. The committee, which was appointed by the Speaker, is expected to submit their report in 2 months. Minister Faisal Mustafa said that anybody can submit their views to the committee regarding the legislation. The committee report will be handed over to the President following obtaining views from the stakeholders. Parliamentarian Mujibur Rahman stated that it will take some time to streamline the existing issues of the proposals. He added that there is a possibility to hold the forthcoming provincial council election under the preferential voting system with some legislative changes till things get regulated. Still on local news, The Mahout of Elephant Kalana and Secretary of the Basnayaka Nilame of Sri Vishnu Devalaya of Devinura were arrested and released on bail.
Elephant Kalana of the Sri Vishnu Devalaya Devinura had been mistreated by its custodians for many years. ITN took measures to air investigative news items on the incident. Deputy Minister of Wildlife Palitha Thevaraperuma visited the place yesterday and inquired about the situation. The Deputy Minister also lodged a complaint at the Gandhara police station. Accordingly, the Mahout of the Elephant, Kirimudyan Selage Danushka and Secretary of the Basnayaka Nilame Sunil Shanta Kolambage were arrested by the police. They were produced before the Mathura magistrate. The two suspects were released on 200,000 rupee personal bails. The magistrate ordered the suspects to carry out maintenance of the elephant carefully and seriously. The magistrate also ordered the National Zoology Department to produce a health report of the elephant by next day. Meanwhile, the court case against General Secretary of the Pivithuru Hela Urumaya Party, parliamentarian Udaya Gammanpila, has taken up before the Colombo High Court today. Udaya Gammanpila has been accused of misappropriation of 20 million rupees by selling out shares of a company owned by an Australian national. The case was fixed to 26th of this month. The Colombo Magistrate Court issued a notice to former General Secretary of Parliament, Dhammika Kitulegoda, to appear before the court on the 13th of November. He was ordered to appear before the court to give witnesses relating to the case filed by bribery and corruption against former Minister Johnson Fernando, who has allegedly not declared his income statements.
The 112th model village constructed under the Yali Pibidena Udagamana program was vested with the public under the patronage of Minister Sajith Premadasa. The 112th model village was constructed at Kuchaveli in Pulmudai. The new village consists of 30 housing units. The government has borne a cost of 39.3 million rupees to construct the housing units. Minister Sajith Premadasa presided over the program to hand over Visiri housing loan certificates to the beneficiaries as well. The International Research Conference organised by the Kothalawala Defence University will be held on the 13th and 14th of next month. Addressing a media briefing held at the Defence Media Centre, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the Kothalawala Defence University, Major General I.P. Ranasinghe, said that a large number of local and foreign scholars are scheduled to present their research papers at the conference. The theme of the research conference is Securing Professional Excellence Through Collaboration. The keynote address will be made by Professor Mohan Munasinghe, who shared the Nobel Prize for Peace in 2007. The research conference brings professionals and researchers of various disciplines to a common platform. A 1.5-year-old child who was brought to Galaha Provincial Hospital in Kandy died this morning. The relatives of the child complain that due to the inefficiency of hospital staff, the death was caused. The infant was admitted to the hospital due to fever. The relatives say no medical officer attended to the child for more than 2 hours since the admission. Our provincial correspondents state that a tense situation occurred in front of the hospital following the death of the toddler. The relatives blocked the entrance of the hospital and protested against the medical officers. However, security at the hospital was beefed up. Police and STF personnel were dispatched to the scene. Director of the Central Province Health Department, Shanti Samarasinghe, said that a special investigation will be conducted about the incident tomorrow.